Sweet
Yeah.
cherry, coming for to carry me home. Ready?
We're back. I've said it again.
Yeah, every time now, I think.
Got to keep the traditions
Yeah.
running, haven't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah?
We do indeed. Yeah.
I'm not so-
What bit
I'm
of
not-
glorious weather we've been having the past 2 days.
Till today.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Do you know what? It's the type of weather that make your dick hard.
It's not made. I've only had
Crikey.
one day that's been like that, and that's in the last month.
Very rare.
It's not happened today. Turning ewes and lambs out in the rain isn't fun, I must say.
Nah,
But
nah.
we are the short, the black, and the ugly.
Yes.
I am Luke, the black. You are.
Oh. Okay. I'm Dylan, aka that farmer dude, and I am the ugly this week.
Alright, well, I'm Leighton and I'm the short again. Yeah,
You're the short again.
short again.
Do you want me to
Yeah.
be short?
I thought you were the short.
No.
What, you don't want to be.
You want to sit on this one?
You don't want to be the ugly.
No.
I'm not going to comment, alright? I'm not commenting.
I came in with being the ugly at the beginning, but I'll go with short again. It's fine. Yeah, no, definitely. Well,
Podcast 5. We're back.
Yeah.
We're going.
Oh my
number
God.
5.
And we've not missed a week yet.
I
Doing
tell you,
well.
we had
Doing
some
well.
brilliant feedback from the last one, so thank you guys.
We have, yeah.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. It makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it?
But, as some of you might have seen on the old Instagram and stuff today, we have got a second guest.
We have. Number 2. 2
Guest
weeks in a
number
row.
2.
The
Wow.
guest list is building up, I think.
Well, what do we know about this guest then, boys?
Oh, well, all we know is that she won hands down with the best bunda at the shows for the best handler as well.
Is she?
Mm.
Whoa. What you got?
Oh, well, she's best seen in the cattle rings up and down the country with a pair of Fairfax and favour boots. She's well known for that.
Gamekeepers, you've got to watch out. Because she beats for a living. Yeah.
Does she really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But who is she? Who is she, Leighton?
She is the one, the only, the Ruth Perry.
Ruthie Perry, come on in.
Hey. Welcome. Welcome.
Good evening, Ruth.
Welcome to the shit show.
Welcome to the office.
Hello.
We're here every day, every night. How are we
Get
today?
yourself comfortable.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you guys?
We're
Not too
alright.
bad. Yeah.
Surviving.
Surviving.
Don't look at me.
Trying to live the dream, I think. But
I don't know. I think the dream is living me.
that's it. That's it. So, our first woman guest as well on the show.
What an honour.
Yeah.
That's
I
a big jacket to wear, isn't it?
It can only go uphill from here.
Oh. don't beat yourself down now like that. That's it.
Oh dear.
So,
What is it you do?
So I was a livestock manager on a big estate here in Kent. I've been in farming for about 10 years now. And yeah,
Beef, sheep,
yeah,
arable.
beef and sheep.
Yep.
Try and avoid the arable as much as possible.
That'll ruffle a few feathers, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's as much as I don't like it. It's as much as I'm not very good at it. Yeah, big trailers and me on roads don't mix. So, I learnt the hard way to stay away from it all.
So, tell us about your journey in farm. How did you get into farming? What made you go into farming? Are you from a farming background? Questions.
No, not at all. My dad's a scientist, my mum's a nurse. The secondary school I went to had a little farm on it. So I went there. I was into horses. So I was like, cows are almost the same thing.
She's one of those. She's one of those.
cows are almost the same thing.
Yeah.
At least a little bit less cost than a horse.
Yeah, I've seen the light now. So went there, loved it, started showing the cows when I was there, and then started showing the cows properly up and down the country when I was like 14. My poor mum drove me up and down the UK showing cows. And then when I was 18, leaving school, I was offered a place at Harper, decided not to take it, decided to buy my own cows instead. So,
Wow.
yeah.
You bummed off Harper for your own cows.
Yeah, well, it's a big student debt, isn't it, if you go
Yeah,
to university? So I invested the money in some of my own cows. So I've still got my own cows now. had a very good year with my first lot of commercials. And then, my 21st birthday present, all my friends got designer handbags, designer shoes. I got a pedigree Angus cow.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's from your cow then. I was like,
Oh, no.
you're a nice friend, aren't you?
Yeah, making money.
Jeez. What breed were the commercials?
They were Limousin crosses.
Okay.
So,
okay.
yep. Yeah.
Mr.
Opinions.
Mr. Charolais
I
man
would
doesn't like
say-
that.
I would say it was a really good investment, but one put my sister in hospital, and so it was a really good investment in the end. We did do really well with them at the local fast stock show.
I thought you
so-
meant it was a good investment because your
Yeah,
sister ended up in hospital.
Yes.
I was going to say, do you get on with your sisters?
I do, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That's good. That's
so
good.
live with my sister, so we get on, quite well.
Perfect.
Although she did decide a career in farming was not for her, she's now a midwife. So yeah.
So you've now said obviously your parents had totally different jobs than farming.
Mhm.
Did they? That your mum used to take you around to shows.
Yeah.
Did they support you fully with going into farming?
I'd say Dad no. Dad didn't support me at all because I bummed off university. Like being a scientist, you sort of have to go to uni to get anywhere in life. I decided not to. It was the first in my family not to go to uni. And so it wasn't until the Fat Stock show where we won the champion. It was I hadn't realised, but Dad was sat in the stalls watching, so that was the first time. And now I can't keep my dad away. He's there, like he's booking his tickets to Stirling for the bull sales before I've even realised what the dates
Wow.
are for
I had
it.
it, yeah. Look
He
at
loves
that.
it. So
So you're kind of told you so,
What a
Dad.
great
Yeah.
story.
yeah. So
Fantastic.
I massively put my foot down to my dad and did my own
Now,
thing.
him being a scientist, in your opinion, is the world round or flat?
It's definitely flat.
Oh! There's
Dylan
the
doesn't-
answer.
Dylan
Yeah.
doesn't look too impressed with that one.
I can't say my dad's very good. No, he is. He's a biologist, so he doesn't have anything to do with the world.
It's a bit. So that's a good question, though.
I think it's round,
What do you think, Dylan?
but I'll tell you soon enough.
Round or flat?
Square, mate.
I was going to say oblong, but we'll go.
I'll
with
go,
whatever you think.
I'll go triangle then. We might as well use it all.
Somebody's got to be right.
No. So you do a lot of showing, don't you?
Yeah, love the showing, absolutely love it. Up and down the country, trying to do as many shows as possible. Although, controversially, I've never been to the Royal Welsh. It's probably one of the only shows I've never done. Even some of these little tin pot shows, I've been to most of those.
Whoa!
Tin
Do
pot
you want to name
shows?
some names?
Yeah.
Tin pot shows.
Which other tin pot shows?
And I can't recall of them off the top of my head right now.
You're so shit you can't even.
Those tin pot shows, I think, keep some
You
of the
know who
country
you
going.
are, your tin pot shows. That's what it is.
So yeah, still have never been to the Welsh, so that is on my bucket list.
This year?
Still. Maybe, who knows? Who knows?
You been to the Welsh?
No, never been.
Never been.
Should we?
Never been.
Should we do a podcast road trip to the?
Right,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Ruthie will come as our plus one.
Have
There
we
you
just
go.
have we planted that
Or,
now? a little
are we
bit?
going to go with Ruth?
Yeah, we'll end up going with Ruth.
No, if we go with you, we can put it on your expenses.
Oh,
Don't look at me. Some of these two, they work for somebody else for a living.
Hey,
It's not mine.
I had any receipts for any of this, so
Not yet. Not yet, Leighton.
we'll talk about it after. It's all right.
No,
Wow.
I fancy a trip to Wales.
Oh, I think that could be put in the diary.
I think it'd be
So
well.
anyway, let's get back on schedule. So went to a
There is no schedule, Dylan. You know what we like. Never is. Go on, carry on, darling.
went to a school that had a farm.
Yeah, secondary school that had a farm. Yeah.
And then from there,
Brought my own cows. Then realised I was still doing horses at the time, so the lady I had the horses with, she was kind enough to rent me a barn. Well, not lend it to me really. And then decided, I want to do this. So then I went and worked for a big commercial beef farmer. We had a contract with Waitrose.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yes, Leighton.
Another one.
So we were
Organic or not?
No.
Okay.
We were
It's all right, we'll
all
allow
on,
it,
it was
we'll
all
allow
on
it.
it was on the Angus scheme.
Okay, I
yeah.
like it. The old natives and stuff.
Yeah,
that's
we
fine.
were carving 500 cows over 9 weeks, and then all the fat and all the young stock went into the scheme. So learnt a lot about carving.
I don't know if you know, but
Here we go again.
Leighton's an organic farmer.
Yeah,
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 he
it's
does.
unfortunate for him.
Oh dear.
Yeah, she's on our side, not
Yeah.
not Bassett last week.
That's fine. I'll accept it this once. Let's hope the next guest might be organic as well.
Leighton can find the next guest.
So any organic farmers out there, they want to come on the podcast, be in my corner, let's go for it. Yeah.
Bless him.
No, well, that's. I mean, from what you kind of say when you started farming and things, and where you've kind of come to now. Question is, what are you doing now? Are you still farming? Are you not?
So after 10 years, 10 years ago, I started my full-time job on the commercial farm. I've actually just quit my job as a livestock manager, and I am going to be an air hostess. Don't know if that's the correct term, cabin crew air hostess, trolley dolly, whatever you want to call it.
She's getting her wings.
I am getting my wings.
I don't think there's any gamekeepers up there, are there? The bar high.
I want to sit up with this.
No, I'm going to be professional.
You've gone from farming
Yeah.
to being an air hostess.
Yeah, a lot of people say I'm stupid because obviously I worked really, really hard to get to where I was.
I reckon your dad would say the same thing.
Yeah, my dad does say the same thing.
He'll now be telling you, he told you so.
Yeah. Well, as anyone listening to this podcast knows, like, you have to give your all for farming. And I feel like I've sort of given so much of my 20s to farming. And, like, I've loved it and everything, but I just feel like there's more to the world. And you know what, guys? I want to find a husband. I've not found a husband in this farming world.
What better place to matchmake?
So I'm expanding to new... Well, I'm expanding to all the continents in the world, pretty much.
Hit her up.
Step right up. We've got a lovely heifer here. She's looking for a husband now.
70, 70, 80, 80, 80, 80 bid now. Stand up.
We'll have an online auction, will we, soon?
Marta will be on it.
They'll be wishing they could do refunds.
Don't put you down. Don't put yourself down.
So yeah, just want to meet new people, have a bit of a change, have some sunshine on my back after this winter especially. So yeah, I am...
Get rid of the old farmer's tan and stuff.
Yeah, get a proper tan. Yeah,
that's it.
So I've still got my own cows. I'm still going to be doing the shows. Like, it means going into this job, it means I have so much more time on my hands. So although people in like the airline industry will probably disagree, but farmers know it's 365, all the time. Even when you're off, like, because obviously I work for a company, so I got days off. You're always on call. You're always like, oh, if your cows get out when you're off, it's you that still has to deal with it and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the new chapter.
Wow.
So are you going to do us a little demonstration as of where the exits?
Actually, the airline I'm going with has a video, so I don't need to do that.
Wow, modern technology nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shut me right down it.
Yeah, you're ready for here, and here.
I'm just there to look pretty.
So you don't have to do any of that? Like, you don't have to hold the seatbelt up?
No, that's all on a video. I have to obviously learn, so it's 5 weeks training. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be intense training. Like, you have to learn all about the planes and all the safety procedures, but hopefully, like, nothing will go wrong, touch wood, and I can just stand there and look pretty and give you your drinks and, get you to where you want to be.
And you haven't got to feed cows each day?
Nope. Don't have to get up and feed cows in the pouring rain.
So
depends who's on the plane, really, doesn't
Yeah.
it? You have the nice ones, but there are some others in there. Jeez.
Which country are they coming from, though, Leighton?
Moving on. Dear.
So how have you felt being a female in agriculture?
So I would say, obviously, when I was younger, I felt like I was at a bit of a disadvantage, obviously being not from a farming family and being a female. So I have definitely worked my absolute socks off. I know where the farm I went to, the big commercial farm where we were calving 500 cows. When I first went there, they all had bets on how long I'd last because any female that had, like, vet students, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, one person had, like, a couple of hours. I think the longest was 5 days. I was there for 5 years. So,
You proved them wrong, then.
Yeah, definitely. I think I was one of the longest people there. So, yeah, it was good. And then, I was lucky enough. I won the Aberdeen Angus Youth Development Programme. I went travelling in South America. And obviously they're quite behind the times, so they're quite sexist, and like took them a couple of weeks on each farm to actually let me do anything. I remember one time I was in Argentina, and we were semen testing bulls, and they're like, no, you just stand and watch. And I was like, no, like, I want to do something.
Yeah, you went in there, like, I know about semen.
This is my
There's plenty of
speciality.
gatekeepers back at home.
And unfortunately the first bull that went down the race is all made of wood, and he was a bit angry, and it was a wooden gate, and he pushed the wooden gate into me and it knocked me out. flew and I hit my head on a thing, and they were like, "Oh no, you can't do anything." I was like, "No." I came round. I was like, "No, please let me." So I carried on. But yeah, I was just like.
You say, like, the other day we had someone come deliver some feed for us. Really nice bloke. The lorry driver and stuff. We let him stay in the backyard in his lorry because his taco ran out and stuff. My boss went over and started moving the bag of feed, and he was like, no, you can't do it. And she was like, yes, I can. And he was like, no, you can't do that, because she was a woman, and he just thought, you shouldn't be doing this, you can't be doing this. And it was just like,
So,
wow.
what is your most sexist story? What if you had to think off the top of your head one thing that happened to you that stuck with you?
I've been quite lucky. So like the lorry driver thing, I've only had that happen to me once. But the worst one, I think, was we had a manual handling course where I worked. So it was a farm, but it was like they're very into the health and safety and everything. We had a manual handling course, and the guy was like, "Oh, like you don't need to do this. This is like for the workers, office staff don't need to do it." I was like, "No, I'm not office staff." Like, and then one of the other people was like, "Oh no, she's the livestock manager," and she was like, "No, you cover all the cows, right?" Yeah, I do all that. But I've been really lucky actually. Like, I've only had it once with a lorry driver going, "Oh, where's your husband to do this?" And I'm like, "Nope, there is no husband. I have to do this myself." Like, I know
the bomb again about the husband.
Yeah, I know this is a blue job, but unfortunately, I'm here to do the blue and the pink jobs. So yeah,
That's awful, isn't it?
It is.
yeah. So I'd say it's definitely less nowadays. So like 10 years ago when I was first starting, I'd say it was quite sexist and stuff. But
So you have seen a change.
yeah, I think I have. And like a lot of women the generations before me said, "Oh, you're silly for getting into this. This is really tough." And like it has been tough, but like I was expecting everything. Not expecting everything, but nothing came out of the blue for me. And when I hear comments like, "Oh, where's the husband?" Da da da, like it makes me laugh. I'm like, "No, come on, I can do this." But don't get me wrong, like I'm not very good at driving
But
tractors.
she's waiting for a husband, though.
Yeah. So I am not doing the women proud on the whole tractor driving side. I can drive like a feeder wagon, JCB, stuff like that, but like corn cart stuff, yeah.
It is. I mean, it has definitely changed from what it used to be to what it is now. I mean, it's still there. I mean, I know a story of when my boss's mother, she was the first lady to study agriculture at Oxford University, and they wouldn't teach her about reproduction or anything because she was a female. So she had to learn about grass. And she was like, well, this is not what I want to do. I want to learn about reproduction. And because it was a male professor teaching, she was a female. Nope, not allowed. And it's just like, that was ridiculous. You look at agricultural colleges now, you have got females there, which is brilliant to see.
Mm-hmm. I think some of them are almost like 50-50 now, aren't they? Like
sometimes you might even get more females than males, which
I think when I went to college, I think we had more females than we did boys.
Yeah.
Is that right, Dylan? Nah, but in all seriousness, though, so I obviously employ a female, and I'd rather do that than a male, for its reasons. But the stories I've heard off of not just her but other people of old farmers. Why are you so dirty? Why are you so dirty? Touching them up and being idiots, just it baffles me, because they can do the job better than yourselves half the time, and they're switched on, and don't touch them up and be so crude like you are. All right, a banter's banter, isn't it? But don't treat them any different as you would your mate or some bloke that a young lad's coming for the job. It's not on. It's not on.
I might like to be touched up.
Are you a female?
No.
you might identify as one so we can get touched up.
But it's almost become common.
You are dead
It's
right.
not
though.
on. It's not on.
It is not. Yeah.
You wouldn't want your daughter being treated like that.
No.
You know?
No. Whether you're female or male, at the end of the day, like, you've got your strengths and weakness, so have you, so have I. And at the end of the day, if you've got a weakness there, don't bully someone for it, whether they're female or male. At the end of the day, you've just got to accept it and help them out. And yeah.
There's definitely things that I might struggle more as a girl than with a guy, like when it comes to strength or size and stuff. But I've been really lucky. I've never had anything as bad as what you guys have said. But I know girls that have and stuff. So
There's so many. Well, it's what they normalise with the industry almost.
The one thing I have had to deal with is people presuming that I've like slept my way to get to where I want to be, which
Well, you've done a fucking good job if that was the case, Ruth.
Yeah.
To be fair.
No, like I've always prided myself on getting where I've got to be from my own merit, not for anyone else.
So going from what you've just said there, how do you feel about sort of certain girls in agriculture using their, for lack of a different word, their body to let's say make money?
Promote innocent, yeah.
How does that does that help or sort of degrade what other women who aren't doing the same are doing? Because, you know, like we said, those men sexualize them, but then you see another girl in agriculture using her body to promote herself. Does that help the cause in terms of...
A girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. Like...
Amen.
I haven't got the body to do that kind of thing, so I've had
Do
to
that
put
click
in
again, John. Yeah.
Right, we'll get a video of that later, and that's going straight on the Instagram and TikTok, so keep an eye out for that. Might get Ruth and Dylan doing a little sass dance or something.
Yeah. Right, sweet cheeks.
So you're saying that you kind of you think it's...
Yeah, no, like... If that's what they want to do, like I haven't got the body to do that. Like I have had to, I've worked hard, but also like it's all just everyone can do what they want to do. To be perfectly honest, and if men or women, anyone's got an issue with that, then that's their issue. To be perfectly honest, so the thing is, people buy it, pay for it, and some people enjoy it, some people don't. Like
Yeah. See, I've got a problem with the people who shame those individuals for doing what they're doing, saying that there's a lot of, if you go into these like Instagram pages or TikTok pages of these girls doing what they're doing, there's a lot of other women on there going, well, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, you should, you know, this is degrading to all women in agriculture. Well, hang on, just because you're not confident to do what they're doing does not mean you should stop them getting their money.
Yeah. And that's the thing, I think, like, as a girl, like, as a gender, we have to, like, work together, and we can't just draw one person down or a couple of people down for that. Like, we're women in agriculture, we are what we are, and I think we've all got to stand together and... Yeah. And
I think kind of group.
Yeah, I think the times are changing and stuff, so, yeah, no.
Well, yeah, there definitely won't be any OnlyFans from us guys of us sitting on bikes or anything.
Talk about yourself, mate. I'm going for the money.
Do calendar and everything.
Oh yeah, mate. I'm gonna get John Deere on board. You know, get the whole work. Go to the. Imagine.
Oh God. What, in the speedos?
No, it's just me there in like Canterbury shorts.
Is that all it is?
You'll be giving them away.
You got to have the old cowboy boots as well, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 100%.
We'll put his hair in a ponytail yet as well. Got to dye it blonde.
Christmas time, wow, that would be an interesting one, wouldn't it?
We're not allowed to touch his hair, though, is it? Nobody's allowed to touch Dylan's hair.
We will fight.
No, I mean, like you say, I think each their own. I mean, good on them, they're confident at doing that. Might not be for you, it might be for you, but I think you've got to realise, though, that as well, is that you shouldn't use it to promote farming, because that's not what it is for, kind of thing. And I think sometimes you might see people doing it to promote farming, and it's just like, no.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not out there in a bikini feeding the cows. Like, like it's not real life.
But you'll be in a bikini feeding the pigs in the Bahamas.
I will be, yeah, very soon.
That's where you're heading.
Yeah.
Might change if you have a husband, though.
Maybe, yeah.
Could be a pilot.
Also, for anyone listening, have we mentioned that she's single?
Yeah.
We'll put her Tinder account linked to the podcast.
There'll be an email address, a phone number on the bio of this for Ruth.
We're not on commission if we sort our marriage out.
I would say I'll get you guys to vet them, but no, that's not happening.
Oh, please, can we swipe on your Tinder, please? Please.
Are you on Tinder?
I am on Tinder, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
can we set the radius to
Are you on Tinder, Leighton?
No.
Leighton doesn't need Tinder.
I don't do all that online dating and stuff. No.
I would say it's a little bit creepy. I have had some incidences of weird people.
I personally think, I mean, we're going a bit off topic here, but I just think that people don't show them true selves on it.
No, definitely not.
I'd rather go to a pub or something and meet someone there. And
But it is quite good fun going on lots of first dates. But never commit to dinner, just do a drink. Because then it's only your own.
Ruth.
If you don't like it, 10 minutes,
Do
you
you
go
pay
home.
for the drink?
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's the woman, she doesn't have to pay. I would have to pay. I'd happily pay because I always do think the gentleman should pay for it.
Fuck it, it's 2024.
We got there. No, I think it is. I think,
How dare you assume a woman does not make enough money as a man?
They would have no choice. They wouldn't be paying. That's my opinion.
Yeah, see.
They might have more money than me.
I don't think first date, man should always pay. I'm very sorry. After that, I'm happy to go 50-50, but first date.
50, she won't even pay the next one.
Fucking wouldn't be a next one. I've had to pay for it at the beginning.
Can you sell my livestock for me, please? I'll be quitting. No commission. Oh dear.
So another question from me is, what does the industry do to get more women into agriculture, more girls growing up, or people, even just people from non-farming backgrounds as such?
Oh, I don't know. It is really hard, I think, for non-farming people to get into the industry still. I mean, obviously you've got your colleges, unis, young farmers clubs. But yeah, I think just take every opportunity there is. Like, whether you want it or not, you have to try something before you can say you like it or not. So I think, say yes to everything, try everything. The worst you can do is just not enjoy it, and then you don't have to ever do it again. And I think just work really hard. I think even as a female, or anybody trying to get in it, is just work your tits off, really, and just make a point that you want to be there and make a space for yourself.
I see you looking down.
I ain't got any.
You fucking idiots, isn't it?
Well, Dylan, we're fucked.
Well, you can't lose what you haven't got.
I'm worn out.
I wasn't bad, I was tired, Jesus.
But you speak a lot of wisdom there with that. It's,
I think,
it is very difficult for them. And obviously, you've proved the curve the right way, haven't you?
And even you'll obviously get a lot of negative feedback from people, like trying to tell you not to get into it or don't go work for that person or anything like that. But sometimes the people that they say don't go to work for are actually the nicest people to go and work for and give you the best opportunities and stuff. Like, so yeah. And also things like, I'm going to plug it now, the Angus Youth Development Programme. Like, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have met half the friends.
You can't say that, they don't sponsor us, so.
Okay.
She didn't say that, she didn't mean it.
Cut it. No, like, I've made so many friends from that. Like, I know that when I did it, they used to do a diploma, so you got a diploma from doing it. Obviously, I won the travel scholarship, so I went for
You won?
I won the travel scholarship, yeah.
Dropped it again.
So I went to South America for 7 months.
Did you really?
Yeah. I've represented them for the UK and Ireland team, which unfortunately was in the UK at the time, so I didn't get to travel. But next year, which unfortunately I'm going to be like 4 months too old for, they actually are going to Australia. So... yeah, I'm unfortunately too old. Yeah, because of COVID. If COVID didn't happen, I would have been young enough. But yeah, I'm going to be too old next year, so...
Can they not just say, like, you come along to help us out kind of thing?
Yeah,
or?
Maybe.
I'd push for that.
Yeah.
Push for it. Dylan, why are you looking confused, my friend?
What do you mean?
How because of COVID you're too old?
No, so it was supposed to
we
happen...
lost a year during COVID.
Yeah, so it was supposed
We've
to
jumped
happen...
a year.
It was supposed to happen in
I'm not 24,
2022, and now it's happening in 2025. So,
I see.
yeah. No, 2021 it was supposed to happen. Every 4 years the World Forum is, and I did it in 2017. So, yeah.
So no Aussie trip for you then?
No Aussie trip for me, unless I pay for it off my own back.
Or you might fly out.
Yeah.
Yeah, or... Unfortunately, the airline I'm working for will not be flying to Australia. Yeah, unfortunately.
Cool. That's where we wanted to go. Thought
Yeah.
we'd get,
Yeah,
thought we'd
sorry.
get a little,
I think
We
little
wanted first class to
Singapore's the furthest I can get you, or LA, the other side, but yeah.
Ooh,
Anyway,
sounds
if
good.
anyone wants to catch her, she'll be on Sleazy Jet.
Yeah. It's EasyJet, fly to...
right, okay.
That's you banned for your flight to go to the Highlands
Yeah.
then.
Or she'll take you to Dublin.
Oh.
She'll run you out to Dublin by free of charge. That's it.
Do they go to Dublin?
Mate, we're on
Who?
we're on 3 different airlines.
Yeah, literally.
We're,
Leighton doesn't know who you actually work for.
No, I do.
he turned up late.
He's always late. He'll be late to his own funeral.
Oh, fucking yeah, probably.
So, Miss Ruthie P. So you're obviously on the show circuit a lot. I've got a question.
Okay.
What is your sauciest or spiciest show circuit story?
Oh, there is a lot, but what happens at the show stays at the show.
You saved yourself there, Ruth.
I am not throwing anybody under the bus, nor myself.
Well, Dylan, that was it.
He's missing out, isn't he?
He is.
See, us 3 show cattle every year, but the sheep must spill their stories and leak them.
I'll tell you.
There's
a photo of Dylan though. Showing a cow round.
Yeah.
Walking a little Sussex cow.
I've showed a few cows before back in my day.
Not the Charolais though, are
The
they?
stories don't leave the showground, do they?
No.
They don't leave.
They're not the Charolais, are they?
How dare you hurt my feelings? No,
You're always
not a Charolais in this country.
You always turn up on the tamest of nights.
Tamest of nights. Hang on, she's the one who's too scared to drink with me because every time I turn up, she goes, "Oh, I'm not drinking tonight. I've got to run in the morning." And
Yeah, you do, didn't you? When you're at the shows, you go for your runs and stuff.
Yeah,
don't
if
you?
I've not drunk too much the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was training for a marathon last year, but
Did you do the marathon?
no, I didn't. I got injured and pulled out.
Oh.
She drank too much.
Yeah.
Nights off.
That one show, shit, I had one too many
Yeah.
glasses of wine and that was it.
That was it. But no, you always turn up the next night when I'm too hungover. I'm scared to drink again.
The public night.
so you're a one-night wonder.
I am a one-night wonder, yeah.
You heard it here first, boys.
Yeah.
That's on the Tinder profile.
One and done.
One and done.
But you also do a bit of judging.
I do, yeah. I've been very lucky to judge at some quite good places.
Yeah.
And the tin pot ones.
And the teapot ones, yeah. Made a few kids cry.
Did you?
Done a bit of everything, yeah.
Nasty girl.
Yeah. I made one girl cried because I put her first, so she was happy.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But the one you put last.
The person I put second then cried because he didn't win. So yeah.
Hey, there we
Yeah.
go.
This was
Come
young
on, boys.
handlers,
We
yeah.
need to back it up. Don't cry. It's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay not
Whether
to be okay.
It's okay
Yeah.
not to be okay,
Yeah.
and it's okay to come second and not first, or third, or even last. It's
Start
about taking
crying,
part.
Huh?
Start crying.
No, second place is the first loser.
But what about first, the worst, second, the best?
Doesn't count in cow shows. Unless you got a bad judge, and then and it's
Oh
okay.
yeah, blame it all on the judge.
Yeah.
yeah.
Judge's opinion on the day.
Yeah.
But that's it. So each judge has got a completely different opinion on what they want to put up first. What do you look for in an animal that you want to put first?
Oh, okay. So if I'm judging the pedigrees, I like something well grown for its age, power, style. It's got to look like it wants to be there. Yeah, just well fleshed. Just have that presence as well. Like obviously conform to all the breed characteristics that it needs to conform to. But yeah, and I just nice little pretty face and stuff. I know with the butcher's animals, the head goes in the bin.
I know what you're talking about the
Yeah.
guys, but the cat. We're
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about the
yeah.
cows.
Cows.
The handler also counts. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no.
We're determined to find you a fella. Very honestly.
And I'm going to put him on my heifer next year because I know Ruth's judging the heifer sweepstake.
Are you?
Last. Yeah.
You're not meant to
Couple
release
of the
those
shows.
details.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
release who the judge is.
One of them is released, so it's okay.
Which one?
South of England.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I won't be entering then.
Come
I'll
on.
end up crying.
Come on, Tinder lads. Help me out here. I want to win the heifer sweepstake. You've heard it here first. What she's
Oh,
I'll
after.
get a free dinner ticket if anyone wants to join me.
There you
That would
go.
be
Oh,
good.
so while we're doing this, is Ruth's Tinder. What is your preference in the male species?
Tall, dark, and
Off.
handsome.
Well, she just listed what she looks for, didn't
Yeah. Power. Pretty face.
Presence. You got to look like you want to be there.
Yeah.
she? She might have liked the bang last week, huh?
If it's got hair and it's got a bag.
Money. No, I'm kidding.
Good confirmation? Or?
Yeah, good confirmation. Yeah, walks well.
There you go.
Yeah.
Walks well.
Yeah, it's key. That's
You
key.
can't be walking
Good
pigeon-footed
locomotion,
up the
yeah.
road.
Bit of Charlie Chaplin going up the road. No, don't
No.
get it.
That's an ick.
There you go.
Oh, that's brilliant. I never thought of that before. What's your ick? Your biggest ick?
Nail varnish, where they picked off the shit and leave it on.
Go on, Leighton.
Ruth,
while we wait for Leighton, what's your ick?
As a single man, come on.
I don't know. I've got quite a few icks actually. I went on a date with the guy. This gave me a big ick. He forgot to bring flowers for the date, so we went to pick them from the garden. That really icked me out.
Wait,
You expect flowers at a first
No,
date?
I don't. But he was like, I forgot them, so we went to pick them, and then he got told off by the barmaid, and it just like really icked me out.
Oh God, you guys are going to come back to me in a minute.
What was it that he picked?
I don't know, some flowers from the flower bed.
Well, you don't know the making the.
There was a few other things as well. It was just a disaster, but.
So he could picked a couple of thistles.
Turns out he
some
goes
some docks.
Turns out he goes vegan for Lent every year, and he doesn't like dogs. So I was like, oh.
Wait.
Wow, that's.
You've obviously listened to one of the first podcast, yeah?
Yeah.
Wasn't the V word a yellow card?
Yep, vegans yellow card.
It's not a
Shots
red
are on
one.
Ruth.
I thought it was a red card was a shot.
No, it was yellow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're on.
Anyway, Leighton, what's your...
Oh, I knew you were going to come back to
Yeah.
me. I thought we were going to skip that. That's why I kind of
Come
chose
on,
that.
you've got to have an
Fucking
ick.
shot as well.
Hey?
I think we best give him a shot.
Yeah, 5 seconds rule. 5 second rule as it's a shot.
Come on, the first thing in a woman that gives you the ick. 10, 9, 8,
The woman
7.
driving the man about all the time.
That is sexist.
No.
That is sexist
No.
and terrible.
No.
Should
I
that,
am
be,
not
should that be
such-
one of my red flags if they want me to drive everywhere then?
I think it should. I think I do personally. I mean, the woman can drive if they want to drive, or if the man doesn't drive. But personally, for me, my own opinion, I would prefer to drive all the time. Also, because I get really bad car sickness. Yeah, that's not really a nick, though, is it? That's just my opinion.
Oh, you're so bad at this.
I know. I'm awful.
You know what I really like? Like how none of you have asked me my ick.
I was
It's coming there. It's coming there.
Yeah, he's had like 10 minutes to think of his.
Oh, I've always...
Why don't we go to you then, and then
Yeah.
give me a little bit more time?
Mine is easy. I don't like overly loud women. Like, some girls really are like, it's all about me. If no one's focused on me,
Yeah.
I get really upset, sort of thing. Anyway, about this
Ick.
V word that you've said.
What are you crying about, Dylan?
He's giving his ick. Are me and Leighton sharing this then?
No, I gave mine enough
No, I'll
time.
get his in a minute.
Oh, brilliant.
And what is this?
Don't worry about that.
Don't
Just,
ask no
just get it down
questions.
here. Get it
Is
down
this a
here.
V word?
Yeah,
If
said
you don't
the
want to do it, you don't have to do it. Let's just add it in there.
No.
You have
no,
to do it. You
no.
have to do it, alright?
No peer pressure or nothing like that. Welcome to the podcast.
What was it?
It's quite nice actually.
Yeah.
What was
there you
it?
go.
It's like coconutty.
Is it-
Malibu?
Is it water?
Malibu
went
is
a
a
bit
shot.
wa- I went a bit
water,
tame.
wasn't it?
I
Yeah.
went a bit tame.
He's a gentleman, you see.
Yours, on the other hand, you watch
right.
it.
You can smell the coconut from here.
We'll wait, alright?
That's an
I'm allergic to coconut.
coconut. That's an ick.
Now we've started you can't stop.
Yeah.
Go on, Leighton. We're still waiting.
Crocs is an ick.
No.
This girl. This girl. She can come back again.
Did you come with Crocs today? You didn't, did
No,
you?
I didn't know.
Oh.
I did.
I'm a townie now, remember?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, you can't have Crocs on the old
Yeah.
aeroplanes, can
No,
you?
no.
Can't have the old high heels and everything.
Yeah.
Strutting the stuff down the aisle.
I'm going to look
here's your
like
bottle of
a
champagne.
constipated penguin.
So actually, talk us through the interview process for the airlines.
So, yeah, some are very harsh. Some Middle Eastern airlines are very, very strict with their interview process, which I actually failed because, unfortunately, I do have a tattoo. Although Mum and Dad, it is because of the scar on my arm as well.
Do your parents not know about that tattoo?
No, they do. They just disagree with it.
Oh, okay.
It's very nice, though. It says sister in Arabic.
So
But
you,
no.
wait, hang on. You went to a Middle Eastern airline and you interviewed with an Arabic tattoo,
Yeah.
and they didn't let you in.
No.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no.
Good recruitment policy, that is,
Yeah.
isn't it?
rolling,
You pick it back.
rolling down a river.
Such a good song.
And then just
That's what you had all the girls round you at the old Ashford ball, wasn't
I've
it?
got bitches for days. I mean, I've got women for days. We've never had a woman before. I'm uncomfortable.
I've seen his leg twitching the whole way through this.
I could just
I was
do a little
wondering what-
tapping and stuff. I'm thinking, shit.
He's like Thumper the Rabbit.
He wishes.
I don't think Ellie be pleased with that, man.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay. Anyway, so big news has come out today. Parliament had a debate about food security. How do we think it all would have gone? Should have gone?
I think that room should have been full with as many MPs as possible.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, food is one of the most crucial things for anyone. And I think anyone should have their say on it. And I think, it should have been absolutely full.
Do you want me to tell you how it gone?
I dread to think how it went.
Do you want me to tell you how it's gone?
Yeah, go on then.
A whole 10 MPs turned up for a debate about the food security in Britain.
Fucking hell.
Prime Minister there?
No.
No.
I could fit more sheep on a bottom deck of the trailer than there was sitting in Parliament today.
You could fit 10 people around this table.
We could do, yeah. And it's a small table.
And we'll probably get somewhere as well. But
Yeah.
wow.
How embarrassing for us as an industry to have people talking about what we produce and 10 of them show up.
But
And you see at the moment, with all the protests and stuff, we are protesting for food security, this, that and the other. Dylan's a very main man to be speaking about this, really, because you've been to a few protests and you know what they're saying and what they're wanting.
Mate, wherever there's trouble, I am.
But no, you just see that, it's just like, come on, we're kind of...
It's disheartening.
Yeah.
It is.
Are you seriously backing British farming? Well, clearly not.
But I've said this in a few interviews I've done and stuff like that. But we as farmers are not asking for much. We're not asking to buy yachts. We're not asking to buy private islands. We're just asking to be covered in shit, get rained on, get miserable every. That's all we're asking. We're just asking to keep doing what we're doing
and get given a fair price.
Well, that would
be a benefit, definitely. Yeah.
100%.
I mean, it fluctuates between each part of the industry, but there's a lot of people.
Yeah, if
that
it
aren't.
keeps going on the way it's going, then the farmers aren't even going to be able to enjoy getting rained on and all of that. There just will be no farmers, will there?
There'll be no farms.
Yep, and in a few months' time, Russia's going to kick off. Invade everyone.
See, this is where you're going to need the women, because all the men are going to be enlisted and then the women are going to be running the farms.
How dare you say that you're
Can
not
I employ you now, Ruth?
Would you fight? Would you fight or not?
No.
Why?
Would you not be like a medic or something in the?
No, I'd just stay here farming.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm a bit of a wuss. It's a blue job. No, that's... I'm joking.
That's brilliant.
Leighton, would you go?
Yeah, I would. I'm not being, but I thought when it all started, I thought of just trying to sort something out to go to Ukraine to try and help them then, but it was hard. I mean, it was hard. I mean, to be fair, as long as there's beer there as well, we're going to be having it.
This guy.
We'll be there.
I said that in the first podcast.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
We'll be in the trenches and we'll be like, pass us a beer. Someone's coming. Shit, I missed him. Dylan, it's your go now. How many bottles have you had? 3. Oh, shit. Go on, you might have a better eye.
Shut one eye, boy. Shut one eye.
Hold your breath, hold your breath.
But in all seriousness, food security is a vital thing, and it shows where the government standpoint is, not just whether it's Conservative, Labour or anyone. It shows where they're standing with food security just by the numbers of MPs that showed up to have this debate.
It's embarrassing.
It is. I would like to. I think I would like to watch it again and see what was actually said.
That'd be
in
interesting.
it.
Though, what you know.
I mean, those 10 people that are there, obviously they're very much behind it and stuff. It'll be interesting to know what they've said and whether they can take it any further.
Because sometimes quality over quantity, whether they've actually said what is needed to be said, but...
But when you haven't got the leading people there, though, where can you go with it? That's a shame.
Anyway, Ruth, what do you think? As a person leaving the industry, do you think you're leaving it in a better state or a worse state than you found it?
Worse, I think, at the moment.
It's because you're leaving.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh,
Cute, isn't he?
little charmer. Oh God, Dylan, we've got the old click of the finger, the old huggy. Ooh, doing it tonight.
Getting all the moves out nowadays.
Do you you say yes, it's worse. Do you think that? What would you say to people? Would you say come into it now, or would you say don't?
I think I'd always say come in to the industry. I don't know. The thing is as well with this industry, you never know where it's going to go. The thing is, you always need a farmer, like 3 times a day. Whether you're a vegetarian or not, like you've got arable farmers, like animal farmers, blah blah blah. But I don't think that this government is doing enough, in my opinion, to support the farmers out there. What I'm going to say from when I went travelling, so Argentina, obviously everyone knows like there's good steak in Argentina. The Argentinian government, when I was there, this was in 2018, they were paying the farmers a subsidy to keep the best beef in Argentina. So it was always, the second class beef was getting exported out. So the beef farmers had an incentive to farm the way that they wanted to farm, which out there, the extensive farming, which is better for the environment and everything, that was all staying in Argentina because that's what the government was paying for. Whereas here, I just find that they want to do all this regen ag, but the government aren't willing to pay for the drop in numbers of animal agriculture and arable agriculture as well that you're going to have to lose to support the regen agriculture. But the thing is, you've got we're only a growing population. There's people to feed, and they need feeding, whether it is arable or animal production. It's
Yeah, I think like for where my farm, I mean, it's okay. We've gone to this regen farming with mob grazing, but at the end of the day, we're working our farm as what it works. But we know for a fact that our main priority is to produce food. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, if we're putting nature and farming together and making them work in harmony, that's brilliant. Because at the end of the day, you're doing your tit for tat kind of thing. You're doing that, but also producing food at the same time. And I think the government aren't understanding that properly.
They do have to work in harmony. No, nature and farming do have to.
Oh, yeah.
Because the benefits of having that biodiversity on your farm benefits you to be a more productive farm as such.
Yeah.
So whatever people hear, and I do implore people who aren't from farming, that don't believe the stuff you hear. Go speak to farmers. There's, we had it in the pub a minute ago. There's a guy who's not farming who wanted to ask questions about farming, and he's gone away from speaking to us,
realising a bit more,
having a better image and understanding of farming.
Yeah, just a 20-minute conversation.
No,
his whole perspective has almost changed, and
it's educated.
And I don't think schools are doing enough to educate the young people. I came from a school that had a farm on it. That's how I got into it. And even I grew up in, granted, Kent countryside. It's not biggest countryside ever, but we had teachers telling students that you got pork and apple sausages from feeding your pigs apples. And it's like, and there's just such a disconnect of where food comes from and how food comes about. And I think people need to learn actually where food comes from and what happens to get food to where it comes from. Not this, the meat that's grown in a lab or anything like this. It's actually where your actual food comes from and what you're eating every day. And
I think a lot of people sympathise, the listeners will, that you will be pulled out of your rest of your classmates for being that farm kid or that person that's interested in agriculture, because they haven't got an idea of the rest of them what it is, and you trying to explain to them and they still don't understand. They eat their turkey dinosaurs and shit like that when they're a kid, but they don't have a clue where it comes from or what it is, So and you get that pat on the they don't understand what you mean.
How do we, as farmers, but not more specifically us as the, for lack of a better word, the younger, more modern farmers, get what we're doing into schools? How do we get
There's many ways.
Come on,
Many's a way.
Hit me with a big boy.
So I'll drop it, but I was on telly at the beginning of the week talking about this whole subject on
You like the television, don't
Mr.
you?
Media Man.
ITV Meridian. There I was, and followed up by Caleb Cooper.
There
You can
go.
come on the podcast soon if you want.
He'll soon be selling his signed autographs.
Yeah. No, but I feel
Either
like
him or Caleb.
it's it's a case of you've got farmers that are out there, and at the end of the day, the curriculum already for schools is very hard. The teachers are struggling trying to, like, the amount that they've got to do. But it's a case of it's the small things. The farmers need to do something. So allowing schools coming onto the farm, going on farm tours and things like that.
Open farm Sundays.
Yeah,
things
open
like
farm
that.
Sundays. You've got FaceTime a farmer now as well, so you can have a farmer in a field or in a lambing shed, and then you do that. And even just like for us, like going into a school with a bit of soil, a seed, or a few seeds, some pots and everything, and getting the kids to plant a seed in a pot, putting it in their classroom and just watching it grow, and having like a pepper or something come off it. Because at the end of the day, they're going to feel really proud that from that small seed, they've now just produced a pepper or something that they can take home to their parents and go, here you go, let's eat this. And they will feel like, I mean, Jesus, when I was younger, I mean, I had a little kind of greenhouse and stuff. I used to grow tomatoes and everything. I hate tomatoes, can't stand them. But when I saw a little red tomato on my plant, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. But it's just that small little bit of connection that they need. Speaking to someone, like you said at the pub earlier, 20 minutes you were speaking to him for, he's gone away thinking something totally different. And he's not in primary school or anything.
The most satisfying part of my job is when you drive past a school and you've got a few people that know what a tractor is, and you're going by in the machine and they're waving at you, and it takes a second to wave back to them, but yet they're the happiest people ever when you wave back to them, acknowledge them, because they have a little bit of a connect. Those ones that do, but don't just drive past them miserable. I know everybody driving a tractor is miserable because they don't wave to each farmer across the street anyway. You know, they don't.
That winds me up.
It really does.
It winds me up. When you're driving one way with a tractor and another bloke's going the other way and you're like, you know, appreciation, yeah boy,
They don't
let's
do
get
it.
on. And
Even a finger, just acknowledge your farmer down the road.
See, I'm terrible. I wave at everyone.
It was,
She's driving her Fiat 500. She's waving to other Fiat 500 people. Hi.
I'm not that bad just yet.
I bet you wave to somebody in a tractor, even if you're in a car.
Yeah.
But they don't acknowledge it. Just be.
Yeah. Even when you see someone with a livestock trailer or something, I mean, I was going to the market the other day and there was a couple of people coming back, they'd have their finger, they'd put it up, and I'd just put my finger up as well. It's just making an
And
acknowledgement.
then whoever's in the car goes, oh, who was that? Like, I don't know, they had a
Yeah.
trailer.
They're a farmer. They
Yeah.
probably just come from where I'm
Set
going
an
to.
example to the children at the schools that are waving to you when you drive by. Wave to them back.
Yeah.
Or toot them, you know?
I'd say,
Like, put the horns on, put the full air horns on and everything.
See, recently we had primary school children come down to the farm and it was great. So obviously, again, being a female in agriculture, everyone in the village knows me as Farmer Ruth. So even I'd be in the pub and mum would come up to me, oh, hi Farmer Ruth. And it was like...
she's got a stage name as well.
And it was great, the kids just giving them, they obviously came down to see the lambs, 4 or 5 year old kids, and they thought it was great. But yeah, just giving that and that slight, and you could just say, oh yeah, or whatever, there are arable fields that's got wheat in it, and that's going to grow thing to make your bread, and stuff like this. And
I do. I think farmers should definitely, if we're wanting for people to understand about farming, I think we need to go out there and push it more ourselves. The other day I took a load of lambs back and there was 2 kids, I mean they were 2, 3 year olds with their dad walking down. I literally stopped in the middle of this country lane with the trailer and I said, oh, there's some sheep in the back of the trailer if you just want to pop your head in and have a look. Oh my God, that literally made their day. They were screaming, laughing, everything. It was fantastic. And I just said, all right, cheers, thanks, kept on driving. But that is probably the closest they've ever got to an animal.
Oh, 100%. And I think, yeah, us as farmers need to advertise ourselves better. And it's not, it's not just, oh, get off me fucking line, you bastards. It is going, someone's got their dog off the lead. Yes, okay, in certain situations, the dog is chasing them. But if the dog isn't chasing your sheep, just go over to them and explain to them that this, you don't...
These
if
are the
you're
reasons.
if you're aggressive to someone will be aggressive back. But if
Yeah.
you're nice to someone will be nice back to you. You just go there and say, look, I'm not being... This is my livelihood.
Yeah.
If that dog kills these sheep, I don't get to eat, or my children don't get to eat, or
I think as well, if the other pet, like you say with the dogs and stuff, aggressive and all of that, it doesn't work. If they're aggressive to you though, just try and hold your patience with it. Because I think if you know they're aggressive, you're then going to get aggressive, but hold that back. Because otherwise they're going to see it totally different.
There's a brilliant video of that. It's a Scottish. He does the sheep game or something.
Oh, Cammy.
Yeah. There's a video of him. There's a video of him.
Would you say that's so suave?
There's a video of him where there's a dog in his field, and he's the calmest, the nicest,
Yeah.
And it just goes to show that
Kill him with kindness.
kill him with kindness.
Set a good
The
example.
thing is, and then they can't ever say that you've said anything like, even in a horrible bad situation, just be the bigger person. It's so hard sometimes, I know, but
I will admit though, when you're having a shit day,
oh yeah,
and
Everyone
it's
does,
fucking-
yeah.
everything's going wrong, and there's some bastard there, and he's got the fucking sheet.
normally, so obviously, like my sister lived with me. I found my sister. She would normally get it in the ear, like take it out on the ones close to you.
It is. I think you'll see a lot of people, a lot of farmers anyway, they'll be having a shit week, shit day and stuff. They'll always have a smile on their face, and I think you've just got to keep that towards the public as well. Just keep it going.
Right then, kids, let's pick it up, man.
Okay,
It's getting a bit
pick it up.
depressing.
All right.
It's getting a bit depressing, kids.
My ick.
Yeah. Oh, you're back.
Oh, he's-
Yeah, I'm back in the game. I'm back in the game.
Hold on. Take your shot first.
Yeah.
Send it.
Chin chin.
Chin chin and party on.
You're Rick.
Too much makeup. I do not like too much makeup on a girl.
Oh my goodness.
Natural looking. That's what you need to be.
Okay.
So if I see a girl with like tarted up eyelashes and like thick lot of makeup on,
Not for you.
nah.
Not for you.
That was bloody lovely.
Right, we've got farming fact ups to go on to, haven't we?
Shall we get into that?
Yeah, let's roll on to it.
Lovely, 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 lovely.
Ruthie P, what have you got?
So I had a very long list, but I'm going to go for the one that my sister suggested. I was clipping out some fat cattle for to go away, and at the time I had very long hair, and it was just before I had a very big judging appointment, and this heifer, she wouldn't stand up, so I managed to get her to stand up, so I flicked my head over to clip the rest of her belly, and I clipped my whole ponytail off. And I cried a lot. I phoned
You clipped your own ponytail up?
Yep, my whole ponytail. My whole ponytail. I had long hair, it was like down to my bum. And I had it in a ponytail. So, yeah, health and safety girls. And guys, if you've got long hair, PTO shafts or clippers when you're clipping fat cattle.
This is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. So, rang my sister. I was crying my eyes out. She was like, my dad thought it was hilarious. Rang my hairdresser. She was fuming. The next day, because obviously went to my boss and I was like, I had a terrible day yesterday. He's like, oh, who died? Like, I can see you've been crying a lot. I was like, pulled my hair out from my hat. He was like, what's the matter with it? I was like, I cut my whole ponytail off. So I ended up from going long hair to a bob. So, yeah.
I bet your dad sat there a bit there and was like, I told you so not to go into farming, this is what happens.
So then I had, I was judging at Smithfield actually. It was still at Smithfield at the time. And I had to go judging with short hair. Had a really nice girls' holiday planned. Had to go with a bob. Yeah, so
Oh, wow.
So if you have long hair, tie it back. Not only for health and safety reasons. Yeah.
Well, just don't let Ruth go near you if you're clipping and you've got long hair as well.
So I now clip with my hair pinned right back, hood up, the works.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's top. That is.
That's brilliant.
Right, I've been sent one in by an anonymous person.
Yeah.
They've had a little bit of a handling. It looks like they've been cutting some round bales, and one's taken a little wander along the road and ended up in the verse.
Jesus.
But the other one's still sitting on the back of the
To be fair, they didn't get that
pickup.
far until they realised it had gone missing. I probably would have driven about 4 miles before I realised it wasn't there.
What I'd like to know is where's the strap?
Yeah, no, I'd be alright.
Yeah.
She'll be alright.
It's on private property.
But the way that other round bale's sitting on its flat like that, I think it's
How
going to
many are down? How many are down on the floor? Just the one? Or two?
Yeah, just the one, but
Okay.
the other one's sitting flat, lovely, with no
Okay.
strap. But
This will then put it a bit to the test. So the other day, I had a very close contractor who does a lot of contracts for us, delivering things. His name's Jay, and he was delivering some straw to the farm. And I was walking back across the fields, and he calls me up and he goes, there's a couple of bales down the road. And I was like, what do you mean there's a couple of bales? I then get back and he's in the middle of the road picking the ratchet strap up. And he goes, they're down there. Can you bring your tractor down to pick them up? It literally blocked off the road. They were just there, all ratchet strapped up. And I said, fucking hell. Then there's me picking them up and I'm going up the road really slow and everything. Get right to the farm gate. The bell breaks, doesn't it? Straw goes everywhere. I was like, shit.
You bedded up the road.
Yeah. But it was just
Trying
funny.
to push it up the lane.
But it was just like, he was there just winding the ratchet back up, left the bales there. Can you go down and pick them up, please?
I'd have brought you some cattle gates along and I'd bed some cattle out on
Yeah,
the road.
just stand about there. Diversion, again, like every single British road around here.
Diversion sign.
Oh
dear.
Then we got
So, for what I've learned from the past two farming fuck ups, get square bales, kids.
yeah, or ratchet
Or
the bells
decent
down.
ratchet
Yeah.
straps.
And then we got another one from an anonymous person, and it is a heifer
It's gone
stuck
very wrong.
or jumped up into the back of a straw chopper. Just obviously probably loading up a bale, and next you know the heifer's like, oh, let's have a go at that. Jumps up, having a look around.
Oh, could you imagine if she was going?
Yeah.
Well, that would have been a bit of a mess.
That's,
wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
That's a beef carpaccio for the night, isn't it?
Jeez.
Mix your
Oh,
burgers up,
dear.
wouldn't it? Jesus
Oh dear,
Christ.
they're absolutely brilliant. And of course, as we always say, please stay safe on the farm.
Yeah.
Look after yourself, because after you, there's no one else.
No,
So please,
definitely,
please,
definitely.
don't go out trying to hurt yourself to get good videos or whatever.
So we've got one more in here. A sheep.
Is that it's fallen down a well?
Yeah. It's properly stuck down a manhole.
That poor little fucker just walking along and all of a sudden just goes down thinking he's Alice in Wonderland. Oh, here we go.
What I want to know is, were they on their own and did they drag it out on their own?
You do see, especially with cows, they get into places like swimming pools and have to get the fire engines out.
Mm.
I think that's more than a one-man job.
Yeah, but did you see though the other day there was a video I saw on the old social media. There's an island somewhere that basically the cows jump off the boat and
Yeah.
swim.
Ain't that cool?
I was like, what? The only problem is, what do they do? How do they get them back though?
Nice
Do the cows see the boat and go, oh, a ride's here?
That's it.
Swim
Some
back,
man's
jump up.
on a boat shaking a feed bag trying to
Yeah.
get him to swing back.
Yeah, I was like, that is mental.
Yeah.
I was like, pigs flying, cows swimming. This is unbelievable.
What's next?
God, we're getting into Nanny McPhee's territory, I think.
I did hear a thing once, I don't know if it's true, that cows can't walk upstairs.
Whoa.
No. So, the school I used to go to had a farm on it, and it's quite bad actually. They took a cow up into the language block and it had stairs, and they couldn't get the cow down. They had to get the fire brigade to cut the window
Did
out
this
so they
have,
could get the cow
did
out.
this have 4 legs?
It had 4 legs, yeah. I didn't like my German teacher, but we didn't see eye to eye. But yeah, this one was a definite cow. Not the German teacher, the actual cow that was in there.
So they can walk up, but they can't walk down.
Yeah, they can't walk down them. They can walk up them, they can't walk down.
Bizarre.
There
That's
you
why
go.
they always say when you've got like handling systems, it's always good having them uphill because cattle love going uphill and round corners.
I did go to a thing once, we had goggles so you could see like a cow, and it is really bizarre. Everything looks a lot closer than it actually is.
That's why they keep looking at me
Yeah.
then.
Temple Granding. She's one out
Yeah.
of a woman.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, come on in. Miss Ruthie P,
Uh-huh.
you've got the overall choice of a fuck up of the week.
He can't
Hold on,
wait
I think
for
we
it.
need to reword that. Farmer roof. Stage name.
Sorry, I didn't mean to out you out. I'll use your stage name. Miss Farmer Ruth. Your fuck up of the week, you've got the options of, you've got the bales from on the road, round bales. Then we've got-
One's come off the back and that.
Yeah, and then you've got the one
The
from
2
Jay,
that fell off, that
from
came off.
Jay, yeah, Leighton had to sort out.
Hit a pothole,
Okay, yeah.
jumped off.
You've got the calf on the straw chopper,
Uh-huh.
and you've also got the sheep in the well.
Or you've got your cut in the... Well, you can't choose your own,
Yeah,
can you?
you
No,
can't
no,
choose
no,
that.
no.
That's a shame. I was going to choose that one, to be fair. That's hilarious.
Oh, should we?
I
should
was
we,
devastated.
Should we each pick one, and then Ruth gets the overall say?
Yeah.
Well,
Who's go first then?
Ponytail.
Ponytail.
Ruth gets there and will say so, mate.
Oh, ponytail. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. But anyway.
As much as I found mine devastating, sheep in the well, because, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because you have to make sure you count them all and then try and find the one that's missing.
I wonder if the Mat and Hell cover was on. Like some
Why,
footpath walker had just gone and put it back over it. He's looking for
Just
a sheep.
tapping on the top.
He's had a blockage in the old water
That was a good impression.
Holy shit. Hello, darling. What are you doing down there?
Right.
So,
sheep in the well.
sheep in the well. I guess now we move
Do they
on.
win a prize?
You do, yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Beers are on us.
Shot.
I guess we move on into our last segment.
Unpopular opinion. Unpopular farming opinion. I said it right. Are you going to say it right tonight?
Farming unpopular opinions.
Okay.
Unpopular opinions about farming.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you want to call it?
Farmers' unpopular opinions.
Oh.
She's mixing it up. I like this.
Mix it up.
Come
Right.
on, as always, as the guest.
You go first.
Okay, mine's probably not necessarily farming, but I think Android's better than Apple. It's just like a general unpopular opinion.
How very Dave.
Yeah, no, see, I had an iPhone, didn't get on with it, used to overheat, used to tell me it's too hot, and it says it's too cold, and it ran out of battery. Never had that with a Samsung.
It's all that swiping on Tinder.
She's burnt it out.
Fingers hurting, phone's burning.
So, what do you drive?
I drive the iPhone.
iPhone. I had an Android. That was my first phone, an Android.
Yeah.
Because Samsung Galaxy Ace it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was the best thing. Went round to my friends, oh my God, I've got a phone. Got my hand-me-down from a brother of an iPhone. And I was like, this is amazing. I haven't got to pay to message people because I've got iMessage. Don't know whether you get that on Android.
Android message only got one person activated on it everywhere.
Yeah, it's cheap to text my mum.
Yeah.
You're just
iPhone
waiting
for
for
me.
a mate on Android message, aren't you?
Yeah, I've had the Android life as well, and I used to swear if you speak to anyone who I went to college with, I used to swear by Android. And then one day, I got an iPhone, and oh my God,
Mind blown.
ah,
No.
I took one picture, and I was like, holy shit! It doesn't look like you've taken it on like a fucking carrot or something.
Yeah, a little pixelated photo.
So,
I do feel though that they are copying one another.
No, mine has got a very good camera, I'm just going to say. My Android.
You're blind. You don't know what you're looking
Yeah,
at.
that's true.
No, like you,
And I also start with like a Motorola flip phone. Was it a Motorola Razr?
Razor. Oh, what a
Yeah.
phone. See, a flip phone. It's the
See, and Samsung do a flip phone,
Yeah,
guys.
I think
Just going to put that out
So-
there.
I think you
That
are
was my
forgetting
first phone.
everything.
That was my first
Blackberries, BBM, and then they put BBM on iPhones.
Did they actually?
phone. You're the only one that's plugging this.
Yeah.
No, I will. BBM back in the day, yeah.
BBM was
But
amazing.
I will say, flip phones is
Oh,
is the
100%.
only way you can let
It's the
someone
OG
know
way.
that you're angry at them on the phone.
Yeah.
Because you
I've got to get home from school.
Anyway, we're getting distracted. Have we had any more unpopular opinions?
We have had one. We've had one coming from Louise Lincoln, and she has said, and this could actually probably go. You could have a say on this because you do Autobahn spring carving.
Yes, yeah, I do, yeah.
She
did.
she says indoor carving is better than outdoor carving.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because she doesn't like chasing the cars around to castrate them and tag them.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to say it's because of a human like perspective. Outdoor carving's way better for the cow and calf.
Yeah.
But if you've got a problem, it's so much easier indoors and tagging and stuff. And like, you don't leave calves with horns on because you can't catch it or anything like that. Yeah. So indoor carving for that reason, just selfishly, but for calf health and calf get up and go, outdoors is probably better for that. But as a stock person, indoor carving. Well, it's probably the same as indoor lambing
Yeah,
and outdoor
I was
lambing.
just about to say.
Yeah.
I'll back the
Indoor lambing
lambing.
is so much easier. It's just,
But you've got more risks
yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
You just got to have a big shed. You've got to have
Very true.
a
Very
big
true.
fucking shed to have 3,500 sheep indoors, or
Yeah.
you stagger it across half the
Yeah.
year. But
Could you imagine lambing for 6 months of the year? That'd be soul destroying.
you feel more in control indoors.
Mm.
You do, and I mean, I'm not big fan.
Disease-wise, maybe not, but
The year we've had though, with grass and everything, I'd rather
Ah.
bring them indoors than keep them outdoors. You wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah, although you say that,
Feeding
you
them.
do say, I say, oh, you're lazy for lambing indoors, but you have to, I don't know, there's more cleaning, you have to be on your husbandry way more, carving and lambing
You'd
indoors.
spend more time in the lambing shed than what you do in your own bed, I
Yeah.
think. Whereas when they're outdoors, as soon as it gets dark kind of thing, you can't do much, can you?
What are you looking at me
Yeah.
for?
Dylan?
What are you looking at me for?
Dylan's out there with his lamp every night trying to find
Hey,
the spot the lamb.
I'm lamping. I'm getting phone calls like there's someone out in your field. It's fucking me.
Poachers.
I'm just trying to check my sheep.
Someone's hair coursing across the field, and Dylan's going, woo, he's off chasing that lamb. 1 o'clock in the morning.
Brilliant.
Nah, it's
Honestly.
pros and cons to everything, isn't there?
Yeah,
It's what
there
food-
is, there is.
What suits your farming system, isn't it?
It
It's the
is.
thing, there's like all these different breeds and everything works for somebody normally, so
Yeah. It's
Any
what
more?
makes you money.
yeah.
You got any more?
What else for the unpopular opinions then, boys?
You had
And
anyone?
lady.
I think I've had one. It's a bit more for tractor drivers, but someone said boots off in the tractor.
Mm.
Always boots off in the tractor.
Have
I
you
am going to
ever-
say where I worked before, so like they'd get in my tractor and they'd be like, ew, that's disgusting. And like if I'd ever got in the end of the Arab Boys tractors, they'd be like, boots off, like put them in the back, because they like to keep it clean, but obviously being like from the cows to that. But I don't know.
So you're driving in your socks.
I was never driving in the arable tractors, I was just passenger.
Passenger
Oh,
princess.
Yeah.
I think, have you ever actually got into a tractor with your wellies and felt like the pedals and stuff, and then like you've had to go push some feed up or something, and you've got in with like your boat shoes or something, and the different feeling that you get on those pedals is totally different. Like I would prefer to just drive in my wellies in it and not take my shoes off. Not at all.
Have you driven a car barefoot? I don't know if that's legal or not, but
That's
I think that's very highly illegal.
okay, that's
Don't-
that's
no
a
one do
very
that.
odd.
You've never done that, have you?
A private property.
It's a lady thing.
Very well. If you're out in heels or something, you don't want to drive in your heels. You go barefoot, and it's a very odd sensation. I'm not keen on it.
Just go barefoot if you got high heels. Don't worry about it. No, don't do that. It's very bad. You've got to take a spare pair of trainers or something. If you've got Air Force One, and drive with those.
Sorry.
Oh dear. And lastly, I'd like to finish on this one, and it's an unpopular opinion, but it's also a question to you all. My personal experience is summer is the best season of the year.
No.
Right.
No.
Spring.
No, I'm in the window between the two. May.
What when you finish lambing?
The month
It's
of
not
May.
too hot.
Turn out. Sheep are all out, cattle are out. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I would just hands down say spring. Just in. I mean, it's been shit
But
at the
now-
moment.
now it's-
but,
yeah.
yeah, it's been shit at the moment. But it's just that leading up to it. And I'm thinking of when it used to be a good spring, like kind of
1964.
Back in the day.
There we go. Back in war.
Nobody's put their spring crops in round here at all.
Everyone's winter crops are like yellow.
Come on, Ruth.
Favourite? Yeah, I'd probably say June. June. The balls are out. Very quiet. You're busy showing. You've got all the shows. Weather's hot. Yeah.
The drinking, the showing.
Now let me sell it to you.
You finished calving.
Here we go.
Your balls are out. You're literally just looking at your cows and your calves, and you feel going, yeah. You're not gonna start creep feeding yet. It's just a nice time of year.
I'll sell it to you boys, right? Right. You've had a hard day at work. It's double
I know.
warm. It's double warm, alright?
Double up, innit, boy?
Right.
Double warm over here is like 10 degrees.
You get a phone call from the boys. Right, so we're going down a boozer. Right? This is like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You think, do you know what? Fuck it. I've had a hard day. I'm going down a boozer with the boys.
I can have there's farms in London now as well, isn't there?
You get there now, and you sit down. And it's your
Going
first,
Danny Dyer, isn't he?
it's your first cold pint, alright? And you get that down your throat, and you're fucking, yeah. This is a fucking life, I tell you.
Yeah, but listening to previous podcasts, don't you just go in the pub whilst Luke rounds up your sheep because you haven't fenced it properly?
That is brilliant, and that
That's how we're going to end it.
Are you gonna hang him up now, Dylan? Then.
Right, we've been the short, the black and the ugly.
It's all gone quiet over there.
Wow, she shut me up. She shut me up. That's rare. That's rare. That's very rare.
Jeez.
Alright, fair enough.
No. Well, I think that's all the unpopular opinions and everything, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think there's just one big subject we need to just cover.
We need to do that, yeah.
Is obviously the sad news that the Princess of Wales has done a statement today that she has got cancer. And from us, at the Short, the Black, the Ugly, we're behind you, and we hope you have a speedy recovery. And all the farmers I will know will definitely be thinking the same thing, and we hope you have a speedy recovery. And we're thinking of you guys, and also thinking of the King with his illness as well. So yeah, I'd like to raise a glass to them.
They're all supporters of agriculture, aren't they?
Definitely.
Cheers to the princess.
Um,
And with that,
yeah, I've been the black.
I've been. Oh no, you got to say your name.
What, Luke? I've been the black. As every week. I'm not plugging my TikTok and Instagram like you do, boy. He's getting more followers in the account, isn't he?
Literally.
And who are you?
I am Ruth, the ugly.
Where?
Hey.
Oh!
I'll take that one.
You were the ugly as well, but
I'm
now
over
she's
top.
taking it. Well, yeah.
So if people want to see you on your journey across the
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 world.
airways.
airways,
Yeah.
industry, world stuff, where can they find you?
You can
Would you-
probably find me on Instagram, but I think it's all private, to be fair. Stop the stalkers.
How are they going to DM you if you're after a husband?
Well, if you follow me and I like you, I'll follow you back.
Download Tinder and then you'll
Yeah.
keep swiping.
Okay, so that's Miss Ruth. Ruth.
Perry.
Okay, that one.
Farmer Ruth. Stage name. I have been LB, as Dylan Luke likes to call me, but Leighton Bunger. Have me on Instagram. And I have been the short again this evening, but I don't mind it. It'll do.
Oh yeah.
And go on, Dylan, now you. Go on, boy.
I've been Dylan. Thank you very much. And that's the wind up in the pitch.
Oh!
Oh!
You made it simple tonight. Everyone could clock off early.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, keep sending in all your farming fuck-ups.
Yep.
Unpopular
Shit.
opinions.
Yeah, I forgot that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
don't
go.
forget to follow the YouTube, ring the notification bell on there, follow us on Spotify. Please leave us a 5-star review, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook.
That's it.
Say one.
Instagram.
Say one.
Instagram. I was ready for you.
Do you
And
think
TikTok.
plug it? Yeah.
And TikTok, yeah. Don't look at me, mate. I'm not up to tie with these socials. That's why I call myself Luke. That's it. I am Luke, and I'll carry on farming tomorrow, right? That's me done.
There we are. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, the lot.
Is that
Ruth, thank you very much for coming on this evening.
Thanks for having me,
It's
guys.
been fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
All the best in with the wings.
Yeah, I'll see. Maybe see you all in the sky.
In with the wings, huh?
Anyway, do we get like free tickets or
It depends how nice you are.
SBUU tour. Here we come. 2027.
Now we're going to Wales.
Go to
That's
Wales
it.
to start with.
That's 2024.
Lovely job.